So this guy goes to the World Cup final in football, and he notices there's a empty space between him and the next guy. So he says to the guy, "Wow, who would miss the World Cup, football, if you have a ticket?" And the guy says, "Well, actually, it was my wife's seat, but sadly she passed away." "Oh no," says the first guy, "I'm very sorry to hear that, but didn't you have another close relative that could have joined you?" And the man said, "No, they're all at the funeral." So welcome to Shave&Butcher, where it's football theme. No, not really. Gonna do a shave today, and it's going to be with Moon Soaps, Sorrento. So I watched I didn't. I watched Real Talk, which you can find on Instagram. It's a live, but you can watch it afterwards on Instagram with Chris Bailey and David Gonzalez, and they interviewed the owners and the makers at Moon Soaps, and it was so nice. A great interview as usual. Such a nice couple. What a great company, and it was just lovely, and that inspired me to use Moon Soaps today. So Sorrento is sort of, it's citrus and a bit of spice and a bit of different stuff, sort of inspired by the Amalfi Coast in Italy, where I think I've been there. I've been close anyway. So it's like the scent of an whatever it's called, where you grow lemons. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, but not only lemon. There is a bit of bite, a bit of spice. There is a bit of vetiver and stuff in the at the bottom, and it's just beautiful. And it's a good soap. And the brush is an Omega board brush. Yay, Omega! Turned by Matti Lindholm and designed by Frank Strömberg at Wet Shaving and Stuff. 2 YouTube guys, so we're doing that. I haven't soaked the brush for very long. I just got it wet actually. I noticed, or I saw or heard Dag Bear saying he's been experimenting with basically not soaking his board brushes, just for a long while, just getting them wet before. And he says he likes the scratchy feeling he gets, because obviously the hairs are not soft. And then I guess they mature through the shave and become more and more soft. We shall see. We shall see. But Moon Soaps, yeah, great company. I only have this one soap, which was a gift from Marion the Barbarian, another YouTuber, and that's the name of his channel. And he's a big fan of Moon Soaps. He was asking all kinds of questions and making comments during Real Talk. And you should watch the show. It's an hour. It's worth it. It's always worth it, regardless of the topic. And when it's interviews with good people, and you get a bit of background into how they came to be artisans, and the people behind, and how they do customer service, which is pretty cool, because I haven't had any contact with them directly, but I hear very good things about how they treat their customers, sort of as if they were their friends, which they can do for a while, maybe not when they grow really big, we'll see. But Zachary, who is involved in the... It's a bit of people. Wonder why is he talking to his phone? Zachary is a butcher. So he takes stuff from work home, tallow, and he renders it. And I didn't know this, but they have different soap bases, and this is the original one, which I forget which the first soap was, if it was old school or whatever. but it's the same one as that. But they experiment in adding butters and different oils and stuff like that. So they have different bases, which is cool. And then Marjorie is the soap maker to start off with, and I guess still is the shaving soap maker, although they work together. And then Zach does artwork, and yeah, it's just, you know, family company. Pretty cool, very cool. It was funny because Marjorie said, you know, they're still a bit amazed that people really love their products, and it feels very genuine. And she said, oh, the first time I heard my name on YouTube, I went, wow, is it true? And she also said Zach had recommended that they send soaps to a few wet shaving YouTubers, and she said, what does it cost? How expensive is it? Not realizing we do pretty much anything. We never charge anything. It's expensive to be a YouTuber because you want to show stuff, and you know, it's different, I guess, from other hobbies and other industries. Pay me? You know, I'll pay you for the soap if I can please use it. It's more like that. This is such a lovely community of boys and girls who just love each other and the world, and we want to have fun. But it was, you know, it's rare that you watch an interview like that and feel, wow, I want to use the products from this company just because of the people. That's very unusual, and they just seem really, really great. And one other cool thing that I learned is that they test the scent strength, or not the scent strength, but the longevity of the scent in a soap container or on a soap anyway for 4 months, just to make sure it's still there and pungent or pugnant and whatever that word is after 4 months. Really cool. So yeah, bit of scratchy, but this works just as fine as if I had soaked it for 10 minutes, which I usually do. Cool, and it's softening up as I use it, obviously, because it's wet, so it's like soaking. Cool idea. Doug, whose YouTube channel, God, we're name dropping today, whose YouTube channel is Barely, spelled like bear, because that's his name. Barely Normal Wet Shaver is his channel. This is a lot of good stuff, and we're far from finished because this soap loves a bit of water. It just loves it. Oh, I learned one thing today as well from my son that I wanted to mention. You know or maybe you don't, if you're poor, that's okay. It's okay to be poor. It's not fun, but it's okay. You may or may not know the Michelin guide and the Michelin rating system where you get Michelin stars at restaurants. I don't know. Is that a thing outside Europe? I think so. I should know. I only eat at restaurants that have at least one Michelin star. And Burger King. Just kidding. But anyway, so they rate. Rating is one thing, but the guide, they have this guide that you want to be in, and the guide describes good restaurants and how to find them, etc. And it started before the star system started. It started around turn of the century, so 1900, or maybe before. Soap everywhere. With the Michelin, the tire guys, they made tires, and at the time, they're French, and at the time there were only 300 automobiles, cars, in France. And so obviously pretty small market for a tire maker, and they wanted to make it bigger. So they created this guide where people could read about restaurants far away in France that were really good, and then foodies would travel there. And more people would use cars, hence wearing out more tires. So the Michelin brothers, or whatever they were, got more business. I didn't know this. Maybe you knew this, but I thought that was kind of cute. We're slowly getting there. Yeah, this is good stuff. Definitely a bit of spiciness and a bit of darkness to the scent. So it's not all citrus. I'm sure good old Chris, IMCDB, would prefer if it was all citrus. No, not true. He likes it when it's tweaked a bit, as long as there's citrus in it. Low battery, great. 11 minutes, fantastic. You've seen me lather and you've enjoyed it, as well as the storytelling, no? Razor is the lovely Tohri, Japanese frameback with Swedish steel. So that's what we're using. Here we go. Pretty great. So a brilliant soap, very nice and slick, fun to work with, fun to make a lather out of. This is all tallow, I think. No funny business, just tallow. And I always find it interesting to see how they work outdoors when there's a little bit of wind and the lather dries much more quickly than if you're indoors. So that, to me, is actually a test of the lather. Well, yeah, the lather, not only the soap, because it depends on how good you made the lather, right? Such a good razor. So, been to the beach a bit today, went to the driving range to watch my son try and play golf. And he's getting better. I'm just such a lousy coach. I need to get him professional lessons, otherwise he's gonna be, he likes to practice, he's very tenacious. So as Chris Bailey would say, practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. Very true, and extremely true in terms of golf, because if you hit the ball incorrectly with a crazy swing, or you compensate for the flaws of technique, etc., you could be hammering in a really bad swing and a muscle memory that's going to haunt you for a long while. So, got to get that right. I can play golf, but I'm shit at teaching it, apparently. And then we went to the beach, and there was a bit of drama. Well, I shouldn't tell that anyway, because I don't want to out people and family members. But there was, it was an interesting day. Cool first pass, very nice. Different soaps have different tastes, you know. This is spicy. And I don't know if it's the fragrance or if it's all the tallow. Could be. Doesn't taste poorly. But some soaps, you shouldn't eat. Don't eat soaps. Don't eat soaps. Don't eat yellow snow. Those are, if you remember that in life, you're good to go. Yeah, and you should remember to be curious and try everything once, except for a few things like playing the accordion or incest and stuff like that. Stay away from that. Don't try that even once. God, I got hair all over the place. Quite exquisite. So all the kids left and the kids' friends, so it's me and my wife again. She's back at the beach, and I'm shaving, and then I'm gonna watch Formula One qualify something weird new thing. Silverstone. And then there's baseball on TV that I can see at a reasonable hour. Always a Blue Jays versus someone. So I might watch that. Except if my wife wants to talk or something. Then I guess we're doing that. Lather's holding up very nicely in the drying wind. The Japanese know how to make straight razors. That's for sure. They sure do. And those Californians know how to make soap. Maybe I should get a few more. They did say they have almost brokered a deal or made a deal with, I think they said in Italian? No, they said a large European distributor. So I guess Moon soaps is going to be easier to get in Europe. But they didn't say the name, so I don't know if it's a done deal. But that would be cool, and I know it's a pain in the neck to get accredited for selling in Europe because the regulations are so strict here versus North America. And it's probably a pain and expensive to get a distributor. Some crazy fans will buy anyway. From the US or Canada, even if it requires, shipping costs, obviously, customs, admin duties, double sales tax. It can pay, hang on, I'll just do this first. Lovely. You pay like $20 for a soap. And sometimes, before it's at your house and you've paid all the duties and stuff, if you're unlucky to get caught with all of them, you've paid over $50. So, die-hard hobbyists will get the newest thing anyway, but it's pretty impossible to do it on a regular basis. Or not impossible, but prohibitively expensive, at least for me. So I'm super happy when people send me stuff, but it's cool when you can buy them in Europe. So for us, it's really worth your effort when you do it, when you get sorted in Europe. And it's not enough if you're set up in the UK, because then the costs are almost the same to import into Europe, well, the European Union, as if you buy from the US. It's pretty much the same. Same damn customs, same admin fees, same double VAT, sales tax. It's a pain. It used to be a lot easier. So if you're set up in the UK, it's fine, but I would rather buy straight from the US a bit quicker, because the releases are quicker there, than from the UK, if those are the options. But I would really like to buy from a European Union country. And it doesn't have to be my country, because it won't be. It could be Germany, could be Italy, could be pretty much anything. The shipping is not too expensive, it's quick, no customs, no double sales tax or VAT, nothing like that. So it's encouraged. If we, the fans in Europe, can help out in any way, let us know. We can give advice maybe on which distributors or sites to use, or if there's anything else we can do. But and you know, there are artisans of American, Canadian, I don't know, but American artisans you can find in the European Union. But you know, we'd love to see more. We really would. Just like, you know, it'd be fun to see more European soaps artisans in the US and Canada, and Australia, and Japan, and elsewhere. That was quite the shave. Very close, very nice, some really good equipment. I don't have a matching balm for this one because Moon soaps make balms, not splashes. So I'm going to use my recently acquired ZingariMan's coconut nanas. The coconut, pineapple, peach, right? Yeah, which shouldn't be too bad a match. It's a recovery splash. And again, what a good terminology, recovery splash. Exactly. Let the skin recover. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like the beach. Suntan, lotion, fresh fruits off the beach in Greece or whatever. Oh, that feels good. Feels really good. Thank you, and thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. It's Saturday afternoon, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope it started well. I hope it ends even better. And voila, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp and see you soon.